Radiology Partners visited the country of Ghana for the third ever international service mission trip. And there were kind of two aspects to this mission, both connected to RadAid. The first aspect of the mission was a clinical mission whereby we sent 2 radiologists and 4 different techs to visit 2 different teaching hospitals in the city of Accra. The second aspect of the mission was actually led by the business teammates who went to a town of Akwamufie. We were invited to Akwamufie by Dr. Kwesi Armah, who is a neuroradiologist that's based out of Pennsylvania, and he's the director of RadAid Ghana. Now, Dr. Armah grew up in the town of Akwamufie. In fact, he connected us with the very same school he attended as a boy. Initially, we were invited to paint the exterior of the school.
When they were presenting the project of doing the painting, they went through a slideshow of the school. Here's the computer lab, and here's the, hold up. So you say you have a computer lab. We start engaging with the school, and it was quickly recognized that this could be a great value add in addition to our job for painting.
When we arrived, there wasn't just one school building, there were 5 school buildings. And we were like, okay. And then as the day went on, we started doing what we do. We planned and we projected what needed to be accomplished each day, so that way we can make that goal.
We had a wonderful painter on site with us from Ghana. The culture of everyone coming together and figuring it out day by day, I think, is what made the project so beautiful. And the way that it ran so smoothly was because we were so willing to help each other out.
The people of Ghana taught us to be resourceful just because of the limited resources they have. And we saw how they could do it. And we thought, okay, what can we do and be more like them? So, for example, we needed a sanding block. I took a rock and put sandpaper around it, and I said, here you go. These are our sanding blocks.
We were talking to the kids. They were so interested in our name, who we are, what we do, trying to teach us different words in their language.
One child, when we were telling them, no, we're here to do this for you, one child in particular, he said to us, well, we like to do this as well because we have such pride in where we learn that we want to do this. And that just shifted the people that were painting's mindset.
The school leaders had also said they would love help with a technology room. We found laptops that we were just going to recycle, and then we were able to buy a printer, a projector, all the cabling necessary to really put together a full IT room for them.
We were not in our normal environment, and there was never a moment of we're not going to be able to do this. Our teammates were able to come together and figure out the best solution with the resources we had.
They were all on the computers and laptops that we had set up. And Reed said, Kelly, are you okay? Because I guess my eyes were pretty big. And I looked at him and I said, Reed, these kids have never had a computer that had sound before.
It was a complete shock to them that this game has sound. There is such a fantastic sense of joy of bringing these computers and setting up this computer lab for these students.
Prince Theo all week was our local host, kind of our guide as we went to the school for the week. But he arranged a visit with the Queen Mother and then also with the King. And then the King promised us the next day that he would come visit the school to see what all we had done. So that was really exciting for the kids too. They planned a whole program around the King's visit and celebrating what all we had done for the week.
On the first day that we were eating lunch, some of the kids saw us eating apples and they started to ask us about the apples. And some of it was just, it's a fruit that's not in abundance. Some of it, it's an expensive fruit. And when we were doing a supply run, we decided that we were just going to go and buy an apple for every single kid, and that would be our parting gift.
As we were passing out, child by child, each apple, they were screaming with joy over getting an apple. I don't know how else to explain how emotional that is. They did a lot more for us than we did for them.
This school, the community are so happy. They're so loving, they're giving, they're hard workers. I miss them.
These children gave us more than we could ever give them. And leaving them on Friday was very heartbreaking.
It wasn't just a service trip. It was really a deep dive into all of our core values.
One of the things that has been so special about this trip was this idea of being able to embed us into the village of Akwamufie. And I am just incredibly grateful for the hosts and the people that embraced us with open arms. And they've said thank you to us probably 1,000 times, but we've tried to say thank you to them 2,000 times because like what they did for us was just so incredibly amazing.